Hello members, once again this is Asasiri Forever, and today I'm going to introduce you to computers. So a computer is an electronic device that inputs data, processes data into information, stores and outputs information. So by definition, like the keywords are electronic, meaning that a computer, for us to use computers, we should be having electricity, or what I may call power. A computer cannot operate in absence of electricity. Then we have also looked at input of data. First of all, data are raw facts and figures which have less meaning to the user. For example, a list of figures or a list of marks which the learners have obtained in a certain test, they have less meaning to us. So that is data. Then input means we are entering data into a computer, and we use the input devices, for example the keyboard and the mouse. Then we have also looked at processing. Processing means we are changing data into information, and there then storage means like a computer can keep that information for future use. Then output, we are giving out that information now to the user. But then what is information? Information means the processed data that now has meaning to the user. For example, if it is a list of, we entered marks, and then if we come out with a list of learners with their positions and grades, that one now has meaning. The user has something to do with that information. And so the next part, we look at components of a computer. How do we, first of all, we categorize them in hardware components and software components. Hardware components are physical, tangible components of a computer. They are also they are used to input data and give out information. For example, a keyboard, everyone can touch a keyboard. A mouse, it is tangible, it is physical, like it can be seen. Then we also have a monitor. A monitor can also be seen and it can be touched. So those are examples of hardware components. And then software components of a computer, we have, like, those are sets of instructions which are used by a computer to carry out its activities. And we have already looked at the activity. It is processing data into information. So a set of instructions that are used by the computer to carry out its operations, we call them software components. And then we look at shortly I'm going to take you through the information processing cycle. The information processing cycle, it is that cycle that involves turning of data into information, and it is controlled by the control unit. And the information processing cycle, it has two components. I've already talked about it has two components: the arithmetic logic unit. The arithmetic unit, it is now that one that deals with the numeric operations, addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. And then we also have the logic operations. Then we also have, with a computer, we also have we have already seen that a computer can be used to store information. So we have those components of a computer which store information for a long period of time, or they store information permanently, and those are called secondary storage devices. And then those which store information temporarily, they are called primary storage devices. I think that is all about a computer, introduction to a computer. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. More are coming.